So say you're using the quadratic, solve for this. What is the value of x? So this here is 11 squared minus 4x equals 1. Find the value of x. Okay, so we want to solve for this using the quadratic formula. So in order for us to do that, I need to make one side 0, right? So I'm going to bring this 1 to the other side. So 11x squared minus 4x, and this would be now negative 1 equals 0, right? I'm subtracting 1 from both sides. Now we have to do our quadratic formula, right? We have here, this is x equals is negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, right? And we're really familiar with this already in terms of the quadratic formula. And now we're simply just plugging in, right? So we have x squared equals negative b, I have negative 4 here, minus 4 would give me positive 4, so 4 plus minus, this is square root of b squared, so b squared is negative 4 squared, which is simply just 16, minus 4 times a is 11, c here is negative 1, so 4 times 11 times negative 1, all over 2 times 11, right? 2a here. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to simplify the square root first. So this here equals 4 plus minus square root of, I have 16 minus 4 times 11 minus 11 here, right? So I'm going to do 4 times 11 is 44 times negative 1 is negative 44. All over 2 times 11 here is 22, right? So that's going to be my question here. I'm going to simplify the square root even further and say that it's a 4 plus minus, and then 16 minus 44 would give me 16 plus 44, right? Which is simply 60. So this is root 60 over 22. And now what we can do is we can split this up into plus and minuses, right? We can say that our so here our first root would be 4 plus root 60 over 22, and the second root here is 4 minus 60 over 22. So those are going to be my solutions here. I could plug this into my calculator to get me a decimal. I can do that for you. So I'm going to get, let's see. So again, these are my solutions here, right? I don't think I can, 4 plus, this is root 60 over 22. This here would be 0.53. And this here would be let's see, is negative 0.17. So these here will be 2 roots, and that's going to be our final answer for this question here. So they did the exact same thing with ours, with this quadratic equation. This here, as you can see, equals 4 plus minus root 60 over 22, which is great. And what they did was they actually took it a step further, right? What they did was they actually simplified this radical to give you something like 4 plus, and then they simplified this root 16 multiplied by root this is root 4, right? So that's what they did here as well. And this would give us 4 plus, and then this is 2 root 15 over 22, right? And then what they did was they factored out the 2 out of the numerator, so you get 2 plus, and this is just root 15 over 22, and this would cancel out to get you 2 root 15 over 11, right? And that's what they did here for both sides here. So they actually even took it a step further, which is awesome. So this solution is perfect, great solution, no complaints here. So it's perfect solution, great step by step. I liked how you simplified the radical even more. Solution is correct here.